Okay, my name is Wendy Holler. I'm the library director at Marysville Rye Library. Been here for just over 13 years.
Do you have a lot of free time working here?
No. I like to do some photography, explore abandoned buildings, and I do a lot of sewing and reading. I became interested in exploring when I was a kid because there was an old abandoned farmhouse down the road from where I lived at, and we would go sneak in it and play in there. And ever since then, I had an interest. It started out, my interest with abandoned buildings. I loved how they looked. It was very cool. But then as I progressed, going to different places, I really enjoyed learning about the history of wherever we were visiting. First place I photographed was the house right down the road from us, the abandoned house. Shooting abandoned buildings definitely helps you hone your photography skill. I find over the years that it's helped me a lot. I actually have sold some things through a gallery. The most interesting abandoned place, it would either be Pennhurst or Riverview in Poughkeepsie. It was Kirkbride, which is where they put insane people a long time ago. And that place was just amazing. It's huge and scary and intimidating and just amazing. I do tend to go back to places that I've been to just because sometimes you'll get a new camera and you'll want to shoot it differently, or something has happened there and you want to go back and see how the decay on the abandoned property has progressed. Or sometimes I've gone back to like St. Nick's after they tore it down and it was just a pile and it was depressing. You learn to be quiet when you're exploring that way. If there is security, you don't want to let them know you're there. we're on Sunday when we went up to Mahanoy City, which is where St. Nick's was, the pile lays. That was the biggest Kirkbride in the United States at one point in time. So we went there, and then we went to the brewery in Mahanoy City to see that, only to discover that had been torn down as well. We went to see if the hospital in Hometown was still there. That was gone. That's the problem with exploring. As time progresses, things just disappear. They tear it down. Everything's disposable. How long we stay at a place depends on what we're there for, what we're looking for, what we're trying to shoot, what is security like, are the neighbors okay with us being there, stuff like that. There's a bunch of different variables. I like going with a couple good friends that are as into it as much as I am. I actually have a group of girls that we go together, and just not as much anymore because, like I said, everything's disappearing. They were important because, the history, and we just do away with it and plow it over like it doesn't mean anything. And it's nice that we can go back and document these places to show that they actually existed and were there before they disappear.